Alright, so now we're going to get back into grouping, which is a great feature here that we can use. If you remember on the first screen where we created the workspace, we had that checkbox where we said we'd create our own groups. So this is how you can do that. Up here at the top, you're going to click this groups button, and then you're going to see, so this is technically my entire class right now. So this is my whole class. And then you can add a group, and you can just call it whatever you want, group 1, group 2, whatever. You're going to click save, and then you're going to see this color. So this is going to be their group color, essentially. And then you're just going to drag students into that, and they will then become part of that group, and you'll see their color comes up here. Now they can be in multiple groups if you'd like. So for example, if in group 2 I also wanted to add Alex, I can do that, and then you're going to see multiple colors for him. For this example, I'm going to just kind of pick a few here. Grouping is great if you're going to possibly assign different students, different items. You can make as many groups as you want. You can see here you can make tons of groups, obviously, and then if you make too many, you can delete them. So we're just going to do, we'll do three groups for right now, and I'll just drag some students into those groups as we go. You'll see it'd take a second for them to get in there. Oops, missed this one. Okay, so once you have your groups the way you want them and you go back to your workspace, you're going to notice those groups come up here on the side now. Okay, so you'll also notice on top of each card, you're going to see the groups it's shared with. Right now, this tile, because this is what I want them to do, is shared with all 3 groups, right? But let's say, for example, I wanted group 1 just to do questions 1 and 2 on this comprehension page, whatever it might be, for whatever reason. I'm going to click on group 2, and you're going to see that come up here. So now any tiles I add will just be for group 2, right? Or if I can do group 3, okay, whatever it may be. So now I'm going to add a goal, and maybe group 2 or group 1, their title is going to be, these are their goals. So they're going to complete questions 1 and 2. Okay. And now I could add a document here for them specifically or not. For now, we'll just say I'm giving them different directions. Okay. So I can hit save. You'll also notice if I wanted to say, okay, well, actually I want group 1 and 2 to do those first 2 questions, I can add them there. Okay. So now groups 1 and 2, this is what they're going to see. My third group is not going to see that. You'll see when I click on them, they don't have anything in their goals. So if I need to add goals for them, I'm going to maybe say complete 3 and 4. And again, they're the only group I want to do that. So I'm going to leave it like that. So now you're going to see if I click on group 1 or 2, I get their goals. And if I click on group 3, I get their goals. If we want to see everything at once, we click up here to this master workplace. And now you're going to see I have something specific for group 3 and something specific for group 1 and 2. And you can do that throughout the entire workplace. If you wanted to add a different assignment or different evidence for these different groups, you can do that. Okay. And these groups you can change and edit with each workplace. Sometimes I find that as a positive, sometimes I find it as a negative. I'd love to save groups that I could just import in. I haven't actually figured out how to do that. It might be possible. But for now, I've been just creating the groups in each workspace as we go. But that's the easy way, again, to add in your groups. And it's really nice and easy to see what's shared with each group based on colors. If you forget who's in which group, we just jump right back here to the group section, and I can see it. I can add or take kids out of the groups. Obviously, once it's published, we can do that. Okay. But again, that's how you can differentiate within the assignment, give different groups different pieces of the assignment. If it's a large project you want each group to kind of tackle one piece of, you can give them each their own information for each piece. You can have it all in one place, obviously, if you click the master workplace, but students can have just the things they need showing up on their workspace. So again, group 3's workspace will just look like this. Group 2's will just look like this. Group 3 will have no idea technically that group 1 and 2 are doing questions 1 and 2, obviously unless they ask them. But that's the easy way to do groups within the workspace.